Hi dear friends, in this class we are going to discuss phrases in English grammar. If we talk about phrases in English grammar, a phrase is supposed to be a type of connected words which don't have a subject or a predicate like a clause or a sentence. In case of a clause or sentence, there is subject and predicate, but in the case of phrases there is no subject and predicate. Here we will not find neither subject nor object. Here we would not find subject and predicate in case of phrases. Mainly 5 types of phrases have been written here. First is noun phrase, second one is apposite phrase, third one is prepositional phrase, fourth one is absolute phrase, fifth one is verb phrase. And finally, verb phrase has been categorized into 3 categories. First is the gerund phrase, another is infinitive phrase, and the last one is participle phrase. So, here we should try to focus on phrase in English grammar. As I have already told you, phrase is not a sentence, it is a part of sentence. We can say that it is a part of sentence. As in case of clauses or sentences, we have subject and predicate, but in case of phrases we don't have subject and predicate. These phrases can work in a sentence as either as a subject or as a object, as an object, or as a prepositional phrases, absolute phrases, noun phrases, verbal phrases, etc. First of all, we are going to discuss some examples of noun phrases. Here the first sentence we have written, the father of waters is the Mississippi River. Second example, my neighbor down the street baked me a pie. Third example, Jasmine baked a chocolate cake. Fourth example, Marco replaced the worn out furniture. Here the worn out furniture is a phrase, the father of waters. The father of waters is a phrase, my neighbor down the street. It is also a phrase, a chocolate cake. It is also a phrase. The father of waters. The father of waters. It is a phrase. It is a noun phrase. Here we don't have subject and predicate in case of phrase. In second example, my neighbor down the street. Here we cannot find any subject or predicate. My neighbor down the street, it is a phrase working as a subject in this sentence. It is the subject because it is supposed to take a verb baked. Jasmine baked a chocolate cake. It is object. It is noun phrase working as an object of verb baked. Marco replaced. Replaced is a verb and the worn out furniture is working as an object of the work replaced. So, guys, we can say that phrases can work either a subject in a sentence or as an object in a sentence. Unlike sentence and clause, a phrase does not have any subject or predicate. It is entirely different from a sentence. A phrase cannot exist alone anywhere, while a clause, either if it is a clause or it is a principal clause, we can write a principal clause, but a phrase cannot exist alone in any of the sentence. It can work either a subject in a sentence or as an object in a sentence. This, the father of waters is the Mississippi River, is a noun phrase. This is a noun phrase. My neighbor down the street, it is a prepositional phrase, because here preposition is working in this phrase. Jasmine baked a chocolate cake, it is also a noun phrase working as an object of the verb baked. Marco replaced the worn out furniture. The worn out furniture, it is the prepositional phrase working as an object of the verb replaced. So, guys, noun phrase, apposite phrase, prepositional phrase, absolute phrase. First is the noun phrase. First sentence is the example of noun phrase. Second sentence is the example of prepositional phrase, and third is also an example of noun phrase, and the fourth one is also an example of prepositional phrase. Before going to discuss anything else in case of phrases, we would like to discuss verb phrase, because verb phrase is supposed to have gerund phrase, infinitive phrase and participle phrase. First of all, we are going to discuss the difference between gerund and participle. In case of participle, participle works as an adjective in a sentence, while gerund works as a noun in a sentence. We can replace the subject of gerund with any of impersonal pronoun, but we cannot replace the subject of participle with any of the impersonal pronoun. In case of participle, we have present participle, past participle, perfect participle. Gerund is also a form of verb working as a noun or working as an object of a verb in a sentence. It may also work as a subject complement in a sentence. Subject complement means it can modify, it can replace a noun, or it can make identification of a noun. The basic difference between participle and gerund is that participle, all of the present participle, past participle, perfect participle, all three can work as an adjective in a sentence, but gerund works as a noun in a sentence. In case of gerund, here we would like to discuss some examples which may prove the clear understanding about the gerund. Playing football is a good habit. Seeing a lion, he climbed up the tree. Here, playing football. Playing football is working as a subject in the sentence. Seeing a lion, he climbed up. Seeing a lion, he climbed up the tree. It is a present participle, and the first one is not a participle, it is a gerund. A gerund can work as a subject in a sentence, as an object in a sentence, and subject complement. Here in these sentences, we find gerund working as a subject and as an object in these sentences. First of all, see, skiing is my favorite game. Skiing, it is a verb, and with the help of ing, it is working as an as a gerund here and working as a subject in the sentence. Seeing is my favorite game. Brushing your teeth is important. Brushing your teeth is important. It is a verb, and through the help of ing, it is working as a gerund here. Hunting tigers is dangerous. Hunting tigers, hunt is a verb, and through the help of ing, it is working as a gerund here, and it is modifying the noun tiger. So, guys, hunting tigers, total hunting and hunting tigers is working as a subject in the sentence. He liked photographing. Photographing, verb plus ing, it is the form of verb plus ing, and working here as an object of the verb liked. So, guys, these are the examples of gerund. A gerund can work either as a subject in a sentence, either as an object in a sentence, or as a subject complement in the sentence. Now, we are going to discuss gerund, participle. There are three forms of participle. First is the present participle, another is the past participle, and the third one is perfect participle. As the structure and meaning of the participle suggest its existence, as present participle refers to the action which is supposed to occur in the present tense, while the structure of past participle refers to the incidents and happenings concerning with the past events, and it is and all of the participles are supposed to work as a as an adjective in a sentence. Seeing a ghost, he ran away. Seeing a ghost, he ran away. This is the example of present participle, because in case of present participle there are two events happening one after another. The first, if the first incident is supposed to occur, just after the first incident the second one is also supposed to occur. Seeing a lion, first of all, the action of seeing a lion occurs in the first sentence. Seeing a lion, it is not a sentence, but it is a phrase. Seeing a lion, he ran away. Here, seeing a lion, this phrase, it is a phrase, not a sentence, and this phrase is supposed to modify the subject he in this sentence. Seeing a ghost, here seeing a ghost, this is the phrase and is supposed to modify pronoun. It is very clear that an adjective can modify either noun or pronoun, except noun or pronoun and adjective can never modify any of the object or subject in any of the sentences. Here, seeing a ghost, it is working as a it is working as a phrase, and this phrase is modifying the pronoun he. He found a broken pen. He found, this is our subject, this is our sentence. He found, what found? A broken pen. A broken pen. Broken. Here, broken is modifying a noun pen. What is the quality of a pen? Pen is broken. So, guys, he found a broken pen. Here, the quality of pen is that it is broken. It is an example of past participle. In case of past participle, a verb behaves like an adjective and it is supposed to modify a noun in the sentence. Here, break, break is a verb and broken is the second form of verb, and the second form of verb has been modifying a noun pen. So, guys, here a verb break is supposed to modify a noun pen. So, we can say that it is working as an adverb, as an adjective in the sentence. Having been fresh, he went to office. Having been fresh, having been, it is totally working as a phrase, and the same phrase is modifying the so called pronoun he. Having been fresh, who is supposed to be having been fresh? Subject he. So, we can say that it is working as an adjective and the same adjective is supposed to modify pronoun he in this sentence. So, guys, we have completed gerund form, a phrase, gerund phrase. A gerund phrase can gerund phrase, participle phrase. So, guys, we can say that a participle phrase can work as an adjective in a sentence, while a gerund phrase can work as a subject in a sentence, or object as in a sentence, or subject complement in a sentence. But in case of participle, a participle can work as an adjective in a sentence, and the same adjective works either as a verb working with ing or third form of the verb, and having been or form of having. So, it can be said that it is a perfect participle. In case of perfect participle, we use having been or having with the third form of the verb. So, guys, all these three forms here can work as an adjective, because all these three verbs are supposed to modify a noun or pronoun in a sentence. Next, we are going to discuss infinitive phrase. Infinitive phrase is a form of to plus verb. It can work as a subject in a sentence, as an object in a sentence. It can modify subject, or so it can work as an adjective in a sentence, modifying a noun or pronoun in a sentence. Apart from this, it can work as a verb, as an subject and as an object in a sentence. So, we are going to discuss some examples of to plus verb. As I write, he likes. He likes to run. Here, to run is an infinitive working as an object of the verb like. It can work as a subject in a sentence if we can divert the sentence and start the sentence to run. To run is his liking. To run, dauna, is his liking. So, to run, it is working as a subject in this sentence. To run is his liking. Now, here liking is working as a noun here. It is simple formula when we associate ing form with any of the verb, it behaves like a subject or object in a sentence. My dog, a dangerous and cruel personality, barks at night. My dog, a dangerous and cruel personality. A dangerous and cruel personality here is working as a apposite phrase. In case of opposite phrase, an opposite phrase can express itself a noun, or in other words we can say that it can work as a representative of another noun. When a noun through its existence tries to make its resemblance with another noun, then we can say that it is an appositive phrase. My dog, a dangerous and cruel personality. This phrase, a dangerous and cruel personality, is justifying the quality of my dog, and this is the same dog which barks at night. My dog, a dangerous and cruel personality, barks at night. So, guys, here my dog, a dangerous and cruel personality, is working as an apposite phrase. In case of apposite phrase, two nouns are supposed to be kept together or side one side or another side, and both represent the same quality. Now, here to plus work is supposed to work as a subject in the sentence. To run daily keeps you fit. To run daily, it is working as a subject in the sentence. To see her happy keeps me happy. Everybody likes to dance. Everybody. Here, to dance is working as an object. My job is to teach. To teach. To teach. to run daily. So guys, here infinitive is working as a subject in a sentence or as an object in a sentence. So guys, in the concluding part of this discussion, we can say that in case of phrases, a phrase does not seem to have either a subject or a subject complement or as an object. A phrase can work in a sentence as a subject or as an object. It does not have any subject of its own, and it does not seem to have any type of predicate in a sentence. So guys, here we are going to end our class. We would meet in our next class. Thank you.